In the last two videos, we were discussing about different film categories. This is the last video on film genre 3. So, welcome to English classes at Radhika Rinesh. The next one is Expressionism. As the name suggests, it gives much importance to expressions. We all know that it's a theory in painting. Naturally, it's against realism. Some painters began to think about the differences between images and reality. Dislocation between image and the reality is portrayed in Expressionism. And they are giving much importance to psychological state and emotional state of human beings, not the physical state. Some examples for expressionist movies are From Morn to Night, Destiny, Metropolis, etc. Historical films. As the name suggests, it tells the history. It's an enactment of actual events, or it's a kind of celebration of an event. Sometimes it may be cultural or historical. Anyway, a kind of cultural or historical agenda is there in each and every historical film. Some examples are Skinless List, Jodha Akbar, Celluloid, Kerala Varma Parsiraja, Kunyali Marakar, etc. I think these names are very familiar to you and you understood the concept. Next is mythological films. As the name suggests, it is based on mythology. So it's a very well known story. Everyone knows the ending, so there is no suspense at all. Themes are very popular. Once again, it is reinforcing religious faith. Almost all mythological films are about gods and goddesses. So there is a kind of glorification of religion. It revolves around moral uncertainties of humans. At the beginning of filmmaking, uh, the film directors or filmmakers try to moralize people through films. So, a lot of films were there on this mythological theme. For example, Raja Harishchandra, Snabhaga Yohanan, and the Greek mythological films that we know that the very famous the Troy, Gladiator, etc. Next is road movies. Road movies are also very popular film genre. Here, it is exploiting the possibility of a film of spatial shift. Spatial shift means shift in spaces, that is places. Uh, in films, um, it can be shoot on various places. This is exploited. This characteristic of films are being exploited in road movies. Actually, the name suggests it's a journey into the unknown. Naturally, ends up in mysterious and some unknown circumstances. The protagonist had to undergo certain events in his life while he is traveling. Naturally, the roots of road movies is in American cinema or Hollywood movies. Road movies flourished during 1950s and after 1950s. Some relevant examples for road movies are The Motorcycle Diaries. Have you seen this movie, The Motorcycle Diaries? Yeah, The Motorcycle Diaries is about Che Guevara, his travels on his bullet. Okay. Then next is a Malayalam movie, Rani Padmini. I think you have watched this movie, Rani Padmini. It's a very famous feminist movie directed by Ashi Kapoor, starring Manju Warrier and Rima Kallingal. Then North 24 Kadam. North 24 Kadam, there Fad Fazil is the hero, and his OCD is being, that is he is very hygienic conscious, and he asked to meet a lot of troubles while he was traveling. That is being discussed in this movie, North 24 Kadam. So anyway, all these movies are about journeys of the protagonists and the adversities that had been faced by those people. Anyway, these are examples for road movies. The next one is digital movies. We all know that tremendous changes or revolution has been happened in the making of films, especially the case of technology. Technology revolutionized the idea of filmmaking. Now it is very easy to shoot. From the camera onwards, everything is digitalized. So, digital movies are movies they are making with digital devices. The making of films is now digitalized. When we are comparing to the other technologies or the previous technologies, digital technology is far more less expensive. We know that as far as the camera is considered, um, in the past we were using film cameras. A lot of films will be wasted if a shot has been collapsed. Okay, now we are using digital cameras without films, isn't it? So the cost is very less now. We know most of the films are releasing via OTT now, OTT platform now. During the COVID era, these OTT platforms were very much flourished, and we heard a lot about these OTT platforms. And in theaters also, digital movies are there. In some movies like The Wind Horse and Moonamathorral is the first Malayalam digital movie, and which was directly transmitted to the theater via satellite with digital devices. Next category is telefilms. Telefilm, as the name suggests, it's made for television. Somewhat serialized, it's like a serial soap operas. Mega serials are examples for telefilms. Hum Log is a Hindi telefilm. Naturally, as it is made for the television or mini screen, it has less quality when we are comparing to other feature film and uh, other categories or genres of films. Next is 3D films. I think you have understood, or you are very much thorough about this concept on 3D films. We know that recently Avatar has been released as 3D movie. We know the traditional pattern of films is 2D, but a kind of sight orientation or distortion is being happened in the viewer, and the viewer feels that everything that is projected in the screen will be in three dimensions. So a 3D or fancy experience is being created with specially designed goggles. Goggles means spectacles there. Example, My Dear Kuttichatan. Have you heard about My Dear Kuttichatan? It is the first 3D movie in Malayalam. Avatar, two versions of Avatar. Then Jungle Book. Recently, Jungle Book has been revised and released as a 3D movie. I think you have understood this video on some film genres. If you have any doubt, please ask me openly. Thank you. Bye bye. Have a nice day.